At guard, a 6'5" freshman from Hazel Crest, Illinois, number 1, Quinton Jones. At guard, a 6'8" senior from San Diego, California, number 3, Colby Sanders. And at guard, a 6'3" graduate student from San Bernardino, California, 0, Jared Hyder. The head coach for the Mustangs is John Smith.
No friends in the industry. I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies. A fact. Let us start a beat, don't wanna keep it rap. Yeah, you hit us up and now we owe you something back.
At forward, a 6'8" graduate student from Cary, North Carolina, number 1, Justin McCoy. At forward, a 6'9" senior from Rio das Ostras, Brazil, number 5, Bernardo da Silva. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Auckland, New Zealand, number 2, Tom Beatty. At guard, a 6'2" senior from Leopoldburg, Belgium, number 4, Noel Coleman. And at guard, a 6-foot graduate student from Morrisville, North Carolina, number 55, Juan Munoz. The head coach for the Rainbow Warriors is Eran Ganat.
Warriors' woes continued Thursday night as Hawaii lost its 3rd straight conference game, falling to UC Santa Barbara and dropping to 2-6 in the Big West. Double-digit scoring from both Noel Coleman and Bernardo da Silva was not enough to negate a nearly 11-minute Rainbow Warrior offensive drought that allowed 26 unanswered by the Gauchos. Cal Poly comes into Honolulu in search of its first Big West win, while Hawaii hopes to find its way back into the win column. And with that, we welcome you inside Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Kanoa Leahy's sitting next to Artie Wilson. Artie, take us through the Kaiser Permanente keys to the game.
Coach John Smith talked about his team and said they have to learn how to finish the first half and finish ball games. They've been in games, they've not finished. They got to do it against the Rainbow Warriors. And for the Rainbow Warriors, it's really now or never. They've got to play like this is the last game that depends on this win in order to get to tomorrow. It's important to get a win tonight. They've got a tough road the next couple weeks. This win would go a long way toward making them feel good about themselves.
Hawaii in 10th place in the Big West at 2-6. Cal Poly in last place at 0-8 in conference play, and it will be Hawaii controlling. Yeah, you even start to do some of the math, right? Remaining games, if Hawaii isn't able to sort of turn things around and collect some wins against the upper echelon of the conference, then all of a sudden that possibility of not being one of the top 8 teams to qualify for the Big West Conference Tournament, that starts to become more and more realistic. Here are the Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Bit of a surprise here, making his first career start. Freshman Tom Beatty starting in place of Jovan McClanahan. This is Aaron Price Jr. with the baseline jumper. And the rebound to Juan Munoz.
Well, the first possession for the Rainbow Warriors, they turned the ball over trying to get it into Bernardo da Silva.
And Hawaii A little erratic here handling the basketball the first couple of possessions, but we're going to have a foul. It's going to go against Aaron Price, the 6'8 sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. After starting the season 7-1, Hawaii has since gone 3-9. They have lost 3 straight games. And the other night against UC Santa Barbara, it was an over 10-minute scoring drought that coincided with 26 unanswered points for the Gauchos that really set the tone in that one. Here's Beatty from the left corner, unable to hit an open 3. And Jared Hyder, point guard for the Mustangs, making his return to the lineup, has missed the last 4 games due to a sprained MCL. And that allows Kobe Sanders, the big 6'8 guard wearing number 3, to play his more natural position at the 2. Meanwhile, it's going to be a traveling violation going against Tuukka Iakula, the 6'10 graduate student from Helsinki, Finland. As you take a look at John Smith in his 5th season atop the program, and we're just happy to see him and hear that he's doing okay. A few games ago, did not coach against Cal State Bakersfield due to a hospitalization, a non-COVID related illness, and we're just happy to report that he says he's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing well enough to be here and wants to watch his team compete. Good move by McCoy.
Yeah, nice move there. Justin McCoy, the 6'8 grad transfer from North Carolina, breaks the ice here on this Saturday night affair. Here's Sanders. Gets it to the left corner. Hyder will try a 3. That one off the mark. And Noel Coleman will bring it up. Coleman, who is 4th in the Big West Conference in minutes per game. Now Munoz settles behind the screen, and he's off the mark with the 3. Munoz just a shade under 40% from the 3-point line here at this stage of the season, as you take a look at Eran Ganat in his 9th year atop the program. And this has been a stretch that in his tenure has been unprecedented, Artie. Hawaii 2-6 to start league play for the first time since they joined the Big West.
Yeah, it's been a difficult time for the Rainbow Warriors. 3-9 the last 12 ball games. They're not trending correctly.
Kobe Sanders tries a 3. He's averaging 18 a game. That's 4th best in the conference, but Cal Poly yet to score a little over 2.5 minutes in. And Tom Beatty got that one deflected out of bounds.
Tom Beatty had the basketball. At that point, he had a good pick and roll going. Got to take care of the basketball and keep it under control, because he would have had his man for an easy lay-in.
6'4 freshman from Auckland, New Zealand, averaging 14 minutes a game. Has come off the bench all year. Thoughts on Tom Beatty getting the start here tonight, Art?
Well, I guess Coach Ganat is trying different combinations, and Javon McClanahan, in my mind, has been probably one of the toughest guys for this team, and he's been the leader. And maybe he's going to give them energy off the bench.
Open look for Hyder, and he rattles it home. Nice feed from the baseline by the 6'5 freshman from Hazel Crest, Illinois, Quentin Jones, who has been thrust into action due to injuries. And just out of necessity, the freshman getting a lot of time.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of time, and Coach Smith was saying that he's growing up fast and he's going to be a good ball player. 2 freshmen going against each other right here.
And Beatty has to chase it down. Under 10 to shoot on this possession. McCoy off the jab. Unable to go. Good block out there by Iakula. And here's Hyder in transition. Almost 4 minutes in, just 5 total points to speak of here. These two teams have experienced their struggles offensively. As that pass went to nowhere. I think
to the official.
I think Tommy Nunez was the closest to that one. He was open though. In his defense.
He almost caught it to shoot it. Then he realized he had on stripes.
Tommy, the head referee, along with Andy Cohn and Matt Ruckeson. And we're going to have a substitution here for Cal Poly as Aiden Pukop checks in. 6'4 junior out of Mater Dei High School in his 4th year with Cal Poly.
Mater Dei. That's a pretty impressive school.
Yeah.
Well, see, Justin McCoy goes 8 feet from the basket. Instead of taking a short jump shot, he kicks it out to the corner for a 3.
Well, here he is now in the mid-post, backing in on Sanders. And he got blocked, but fouled. We're going to get a whistle. And And Justin McCoy going to go to the free throw line on the other side of this timeout. So scoring droughts have been far too common for both these teams. Right now, Hawaii hasn't scored in almost 3 minutes. McCoy will try to change that from the line when we come back. The local sports you love and the news and weather that matter most to you. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. Well, Artie, we were talking about some of the offensive struggles for Hawaii. How do you characterize why this team has experienced such a roller coaster ride at the offensive end?
You know, I'm not sure. I know they run the 4-out, 1-in offense, and they like to touch the paint and then kick it out for 3-point shots. I would like to see a little mid-range action where they get the little short 8-foot jump shots or 10-foot jump shots and score in between the 3-point range and getting all the way to the basket. Tim Duncan made a living on that, and so did Tony Parker.
Well, Justin McCoy, one of the guys you featured in the pregame, wanted to see him put up some numbers here, and he right now has all 4 Hawaii points. The Rainbow Warriors averaging just under 64 points per game in Big West Conference play. That's over 10 points per game fewer than what they averaged through the non-conference slate. Pull up there by Hyder. And there is McCoy.
Good rebound by Justin McCoy.
He has been ubiquitous here early. Beatty putting it on the deck. Leans in, lays it in.
Good drive by Tom Beatty. Strong move to the basket. Good steal by Juan Munoz.
Gets it to a cutting Coleman. Euro step, layup good. And a quick burst out of the timeout here for the Bows. A 6-0 Rainbow Warrior run over the course of 41 seconds. And yeah, a clock issue that the officials are going to tend to. But the clock stopped running.
Watch Munoz. Good job by Juan. Clock is stopped right there and doesn't start again. Tom Beatty going hard with the right hand and leans in, gets contact, and completes the play.
The officiating trio, that's Tommy, who's going to be taking a look at where the clock should be. This could take a little bit as they're going to have to time this out. As for Tom Beatty, though, we mentioned first career start. He's averaging 3 points a game, 14 minutes per, but at Rosmini College in Auckland, New Zealand, won a prep title. 27 points per game as a senior, competed for the Junior Tall Blacks, the U18 and U19 squads, and also played rugby and volleyball at the prep level. And he's a guy who you've commented earlier in the season, Artie, who shows signs of having some significant potential. The ceiling is pretty high for this guy.
Yeah, I like what he brings to the table. He competes. I think he's not afraid. He plays hard. He's got a little toughness about him. And I think the more he plays, the better he'll be.
So they make the adjustment to the clock, and we're playing basketball again. Hawaii has scored 6 straight out of the timeout. Hyder gets it to Yakula, draws attention. 5 seconds to shoot. The shot goes up by Prukop, and he knocks it down. 2-pointer. And Prukop, who's averaging 3 points per game. Hawaii having an issue inbounding the basketball against extended pressure from Cal Poly, forced to use a timeout.
Yeah, surprise defense by Cal Poly, putting a little pressure on the one guard that was back, and other guys weren't aware. Kind of a wasted timeout right now for the Rainbow Warriors, but it saved a turnover.
25th recorded meeting between these two programs. Hawaii leads the all-time series 15-9. Hawaii has won the last 6 meetings and the last 9 that have taken place here in Honolulu as we take a look at your series record. The last one, a 69-56 win by Hawaii in California back in February of 2023. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Long's Drugs. 49.6%, that's Hawaii's field goal percentage in their 10 wins this season. 39.5% shooting in their 10 losses. And unfortunately for Hawaii, 6 of those 10 losses have come in conference. And here's McCoy. 4 early points for him. Backing into the post, a wide open De Silva got it stripped out of bounds.
You see, that's where Bernardo needs to take the ball and just go up and take whoever is with him up to the rim and get a foul.
I feel your inner Bill Walton about to come out here. Throw it down,
big man. Just throw it down, absolutely.
Coleman blocked by Hyder on the step back. And now Hyder ahead of the pack. Leaves it for a cutting Sanders who throws it down.
And McCoy made a business decision right there to step away and not challenge that dunk.
And now Jovan McClanahan getting ready to check in for Hawaii. Deep touch here for Bernardo. Couldn't get the layup. But he'll go to the free throw line, and that will allow Jovan to enter the festivities.
A moment ago, great defense against Noel Coleman. And then a smart move by McCoy. Step away, step away. He would have been featured.
You don't want to get caught in the snapshot, right?
Yeah, he would have been featured with that look of, oh no.
De Silva missing the free throw. Free throw was a bit of an issue the other night against Santa Barbara as well. Hawaii was 12 of 20. And Bernardo specifically was 3 of 9. 51% on the year, as you see McClanahan entering the game, and he goes 0 for 2 on that trip. So here is Jovan now guarding the ball. It's Quentin Jones in the dribble. This could be a good matchup here, Sanders and McCoy. Sanders takes him off the bounce and finishes on the left side.
Well, one for Sanders. McCoy's got to get back to him now.
Similar frames, both 6'8". So you basically have now what amounts to 3 point guards on the floor for Hawaii. As De Silva off the pump fake, that doesn't go. But again, he earns a trip to the free throw line. But you look at this lineup here, you have Beatty, McClanahan, and Munoz, all 3 guys who are capable of playing the point guard position on the floor at the same time, Artie.
Well, they'll have that most of the year, I think, because of the way the 3 spot is gone. Either Coleman, Beatty, one of those 2 will probably be in that 3 spot most of the rest of the year.
And Bernardo able to get that free throw to go. That gets a bit of a rise out of the crowd. Now Ryan Rapp checking into the game. He replaces Beatty. By the way, that last foul was the second on Cal Poly's 6'10" center, Joel Armotrading, who is from London, England. 4th in the Big West Conference in blocks. And so that could prove to be pretty big, one of their key rim protectors. And Paul Bismana now on the floor for Cal Poly as Bernardo goes 1 of 2 on that trip.
Well, Bernardo is got to do the job from the free throw line because people are fouling him now intentionally.
Yakula trying to gather himself, and he'll walk with it. Oh no, it'll be a tie-up call. Possession arrow keeps it here at this end.
Oh, I thought he traveled.
I think there was a shuffling of the feet. The possession arrow was pointing at this direction. But Hawaii getting ready to inbound the ball, and now they have picked up on what should be Cal Poly basketball as Harry Ruliadef comes in off the bench. Ruliadef, 4 minutes per game over the last 4 games, so getting some early action here along with Akira Jacobs, the freshman from Yokohama, Japan, who's seen his minutes increase as of late. Here's Sanders catch and shoot. Long rebound. Hyder had his jersey tugged.
Yeah.
Was still able to get to it. Here's Yakula backing in on Ruliadef.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a foul on Harry.
Well, Harry has been he's heard the chatter that he's not strong, he's not tough on the post, and he's coming out trying to establish that he has got some strength and he's got some size, so he's going to pick up a couple of those fouls. You don't mind that, though. At least he's competing.
Hyder for 3, hit one earlier. That one, no. Bizimana was able to get a hand on it, but couldn't secure it. A little shake here for Munoz. Finds Rapp in the corner, trying to take Sanders off the dribble. Munoz, the quick trigger splash from the corner.
Nice jump shot by Juan Munoz.
First made field goal for Hawaii in about 3 minutes. And Munoz, I mean, he didn't even need to cock that one. It was just a catch and shoot in the most fluid of motions.
Yeah, we see him before the game, and he's out there in those spots, and he knocks down a lot of shots.
And we're going to have a defensive foul against Juan. 11:28 left to go in the first half. Look at this catch and shoot. It's not even a full shooting motion.
Yeah, it's just
It's still wet.
He has it at the top spot, and he just lets it go.
So timeout on the floor. Hawaii up by 3, thanks to that triple by Juan. Well, Rainbow Wahine will have the floor next week. Cal State Fullerton coming into town. Thursday matchup, 6:30 p.m. is when we'll have the coverage beginning for you on Spectrum Sports. And how about this win at Cal Poly for Laura Beeman's squad? Bounce back victory. Now a 3-way tie for first place atop the Big West, and that includes Hawaii 63-59 for the final there. Irvine, Santa Barbara, the other two teams in that 3-way tie. Justin Page checking in here for the Mustangs. Another freshman who has seen a lot of minutes. Again, some of the injuries have contributed to John Smith's hand being forced to get some of the lesser experienced guys some major time, as Sanders, averaging 18 a game, knocks down that pump fake jumper. San Diego, California stands at 6'8". Had to play point guard in the 4-game absence of Jared Hyder. Oh, really a depth loose, and he punches it.
Good assist by Rapp.
Hawaii by 3 here. A little under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Yakula down the lane, misses from right in front of the rim. Munoz goes to the left-hand reverse. Just short-armed it, though, and now Page bringing it up. It's going to be Jones for 3. Cal Poly shooting 31% from downtown for the year. Jacobs rims out. So each team has made just one from out there so far. Hawaii 1 of 6. Cal Poly 1 of 5 here in this game.
Are you saying it's been great defense?
Something's got to account for it, maybe, huh? We got a foul away from the basketball. Here's another look at the Harry Hammer.
Really, Def goes to the basket, and it's a total flush. You know, it was quiet.
Second foul on Ruliadev. Hyder back in, being guarded here by McClanahan. Now Quentin Jones, little step back, and Jacobs collects the board. And a wrap up on the drive, and they're going to call a foul against Page. So Ryan Rapp, who got a DNP the other night against UC Santa Barbara after 7 straight starts, seeing some minutes here in this first half. And that's just one of the many indicators of what Aranganat has admitted to, in that, yeah, we're still retooling and searching and tweaking the lineup. And at this stage of the season, that's not ideal, but Ryan Rapp paying it off.
Good job by Javon McClanahan. That was a preset play. First variation we've seen out of an inbound play by the Rainbow Warriors. To work to perfection. Great job.
And a turnover as Quentin Jones thought that Hyder was going to be there, and then he disappeared. Ball goes out of bounds.
Rapp goes up like he's going to run the back pick and then just reverse pivots and gets an easy bucket. He was happy, giving Javon a lot of love. You saw the smile.
Here's Rapp rubbing off that Bernardo da Silva screen. Da Silva with the defender on his back. Akira Jacobs lines it up and drills it. Largest lead of this first half for Hawaii. Timeout Mustangs. A 7-0 burst here for the Rainbow Warriors. And 7 points coming for the Bows off the bench, including those 3 right there from Akira.
Yeah, Akira, that's what he does, is shoot the ball, especially from the corner.
Hawaii has turned the ball over only once compared to Cal Poly's 4, and Hawaii has really taken advantage of those Mustang turnovers. They have 9 points off of those 4 turnovers by Cal Poly. Mustangs scoreless over the last 2:45. So your thoughts on kind of what we're seeing as far as the vibe, tempo, pace, all of that here so far?
Well, Hawaii has come out and done some nice things as far as utilizing different personnel, and they're performing pretty well. Cal Poly is a struggling team, and you can see it in a lot of things that they're doing on the floor. Some of their young players not quite ready for prime time, and Coach Smith is struggling there. He's trying to stay very positive with this young group, and it's been a struggle. But Rainbow Warriors look like they truly are looking for a victory because they're tired of losing.
Sanders working in on Rapp. Rapp holding firm. The shot by Sanders pops out, and Rapp clears the board. Little blue collar action there by Ryan Rapp. We're going to have a whistle. It's going to go against the Mustangs. It's going to go against Paul Bizamana. 16 fouls now for Cal Poly, 3 for Hawaii. Another substitution here for the Mustangs. You see John Smith there, and been a bit of a rough go here in his 5th season. No more than 8 wins in any of his previous 4 years. And here they are at 4-16 overall, 0-8 in the Big West, as Coleman unable to hit the pull-up 3. Little up and under move. How about the left-hand finish there by Prukop? His dad, Ted, a Cal Poly graduate. Prukop grew up in California, but was born in Austin, Texas. And that was like YMCA style.
No kidding.
And that also broke a pretty lengthy scoring drought. There's Da Silva. Finds an open Jacobs. 3 up, doesn't go. And there's Prukop. on the board.
This guy looks like he wants to get going.
Good individual defense we're seeing here by several of the Bows the last few possessions. 7 seconds to shoot. Prukop from the free throw line. That one bounces a couple of times on the front iron.
It's 10 seconds on the shot clock now.
And the 6, Coleman misses short side. And that has also been at times an issue for Hawaii. Remember, coming into the week, they were 304th in Division I basketball in longest time of possession, averaging 18.6. They got deep into the clock there. 6:04 to play in the first. Slash points off turnovers for both teams. Talked about it. Cal Poly with 4 turnovers to Hawaii's 1, but Hawaii with 9 points off of those 4 Mustang giveaways. Hawaii, though, we talked about scoring droughts and how frequently they have occurred. Already in this first half, already still 6:04 to play. 3 different scoreless stretches for Hawaii that have lasted 2.5 minutes or longer.
Well, we've only played 14 minutes. My goodness. Is it timed scoring?
Good pass there by Bernardo. McCoy rims out a 3. Prukop comes away with the loose basketball. Well, neither team really setting the world on fire. You have Hawaii at 38.9% from the field, 2 of 11 from downtown. Cal Poly 35%, 1 of 5 from the land of 3. Sanders almost lost it, but Yakula able to pick it up, and now with 6 seconds to shoot, is going to try to go to work here. A little too hard with the left.
He was there. Big fella got to throw it down, you know?
McClanahan, the pull-up. And we're hearing a lot of clanging noises here at this stage of this first half. And it's going to be an offensive foul. That was a McClanahan defensive play.
Good job to Javon moving his feet, anticipating.
A little harder to draw an offensive foul with some of the new shooting rules here in college basketball, but that time McClanahan able to get the position before Hyder was making any kind of move to the hoop. Seconds on the shot clock. McClanahan with the left. That was pretty.
Yeah, Javon saved Hawaii on that possession.
Javon averaging 9.5 points per game. Team leader with 3.6 assists per, and he's climbing the career charts at the University of Hawaii in that department. Here's Sanders launching a 3, and he knocks it down. Ends a Cal Poly scoreless stretch of about 3.5 minutes. 4 minutes counting down here in this first stanza. Again, they get into single digits on the shot clock. Beatty will try to do something with it and misses from the front side.
Like the move by Beatty though, going to the red basket.
And it's going to be a traveling violation called against Vizamana. So timeout on the floor, 3:32 to go. We got a 5-point game here. But Jovan didn't.
That's unity.
By committee.
Yes, they're all in it together.
Here's another really strong stat though for Hawaii. They've only turned the ball over once still with now under 3.5 minutes to play in this first half. 11 points off of 7 Cal Poly turnovers meanwhile, and that's essentially the difference here in this game. Here's Munoz back on the floor. Off balance, bruise, and the bucket.
Good job by Juan going to the basket. Once he saw he was by, he knew he had an opportunity to get a shot. Watch this now. It's a little slip screen, and he knows he's already beat his man. As soon as the shot goes up, feels the contact, kisses it off the glass.
And now he goes to the free throw line where he has missed just twice this season to try to complete three-point play.
Yeah, I'd say he's a pretty good free throw shooter.
That was on you.
That wasn't on me. I won't claim that one.
I would have bet the house on that.
You were talking about how they only missed 2 this season.
We showed the graphic.
I mean, my goodness, Kanoa.
I mean, he's human. Yeah. He's allowed to miss every now and then. And we're going to have a foul called against Ryan Rapp there, trying to bang with Kobe Sanders, his first. Juan Munoz getting back to him, making his 3rd straight start. He's averaged 16 a game the previous 2 starts. And we're starting to see much more confidence with that dribble penetration, trying to make plays towards the hoop. He's not just sitting out beyond the arc, as we're going to have another foul called against Rapp.
Yeah, Rapp is going to be, he got hit in the grill. He got hit in the mouth.
Yeah. That's his second. And Rapp going to go to the bench, and Tom Beatty, who got the start here this evening, back on the floor. Beatty picking up Sanders. Nice feed to Yakula from Prukop, and Yakula flushes it.
He made a difference right there. It's only a 5-point ball game now. Remember, the Rainbow Warriors look like they've dominated in this game, but it's 2 possessions for Cal Poly. If they can get a stop here.
Munoz drawing a whole crowd in that corner, and it is Justin McCoy unable to hit from 3. Prukop, how about this stop and pop?
Wow.
And it is a 2-point game. Well, they called it a 2 on the floor. Tommy Nunez signaling to us they're going to review that at the next dead ball.
I think it was a 3.
So the difference is 3 at the moment. Deep touch here for McCoy. And Yakula taps it out of bounds.
A moment ago, Yakula got the pass, and he goes up and puts it down hard for Poly. And then it's at 2 or 3. Looks like the right foot might have been over the line.
Yeah. So again, they'll review it at the next timeout, I should say, and that could be at halftime. 5 seconds to shoot. Munoz gets it to Beatty, pumps the defender out of the way, unable to hit the 3.
He took a lot of the shot clock. He took all of it.
And that's going to be a bump by Beatty that draws the foul. So Kobe Sanders, he is drawing a lot of whistles here at this end for Cal Poly, picking up 2 against Ryan Rapp. Tom Beatty that time picks up his first. And now Noel Coleman into the game. 1:13 to play here in this opening frame.
Yeah, Sanders is exhausted. You can tell he's playing on fumes right now.
Prukop hit one just a moment ago. That went off the mark. But an offensive board for Cal Poly. They get a fresh 20. Hyder, the riser. That's an air ball. He hears it from the fans. And now a whistle away from the ball down underneath. And that's going to send Hawaii to the line to shoot the 1-on-1 bonus. Quentin Jones picking this one up. Kind of battle with Bernardo there. And a lot of contact going both ways, but it'll be Bernardo going to the line here to shoot the 1-on-1.
Yeah, Sanders got like a 30-second break. Not much time on the bench.
And that time, Da Silva true on the free throw. Got the Da Silva section here in the arena. So about a 20-21 second difference between the clocks here. And it's going to be a foul against Yakula setting the screen. And that's his first. And that's going to give the ball to Hawaii. 10th team foul for Cal Poly, but foul offensive in category. Does not result in the bonus free throws. Jovan, goaltend is called against Yakula. And a nice play there off the inbounds for Hawaii.
Great explosion to the basket by Jovan. Good soft handoff by Juan.
Good job by Jovan using that lead hand to get it up quicker. He knew that the 6'10 Yakula was lurking. Now a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Extra pass, it's Prukop, 3 on the way, that's good. A 50% three-point shooter. He's hit a couple. 3-point difference. And here is late clock Jovan. Doesn't hit on that one. Coleman, the rebound follow, no! And that's how the first half comes to a close. A hard-fought battle. Hawaii defensively forces 8 Cal Poly turnovers and scores 15 of their 26 points off of those turnovers. Hawaii made just 3 of their last 12 field goals to end the half. Scored 3 points in the final 3 minutes of that first frame. Let's send it over to Scott.
Coach, close, competitive ball game, but you guys still look like you're still trying to figure out things offensively.
Yeah, the defense is really good. The lapses have killed us, if anything, defensively. A couple strong side kicks on the 3, the out of bounds. Offensively, they're packing it in pretty good. I think sometimes we're making the right play. We got to make them pay. Those are some wide open shots.
What was the thought process?
Sorry, the big thing is, though, we're not combining that with any offensive rebounding. None. And they're good job blocking out. We got to make second efforts.
You started Beatty, you didn't start McClanahan. What was the thought process there?
Oh, the guys gave us a great start. Javon's in. All good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Back over to you, Kanoa.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Hawaii shoots 37% from the field in that first half. 2 of 14 from downtown. Cal Poly just under 42%, 3 of 8 from distance. We got a 3-point ball game in the Big West. Why Hawaii has this 3-point advantage at halftime.
Yeah, and if Cal Poly continues to out-rebound the Warriors, they could make this a game to the very end. It's 22 rebounds to only 13 for the Rainbow Warriors. You got to shoot the basketball better, and you got to take control. Don't leave a team like Cal Poly, who is desperate for a win. Don't leave them close at the end of this game, because something bad could happen. Both of these teams desperately need a win, and both need to come out and really play hard the first 5 minutes of the second half. Set the tone and have the other team chase.
A couple of housekeeping issues. The officials did review the Aiden Prukop near three-pointer that was on the floor, ruled a 2. They were going to review it, and they did confirm that it was a 2. So he has 1 made triple. Prukop is 1 for 2 from out there and has 9 points. He and Kobe Sanders, the 2 co-leaders for Cal Poly. And another issue, we had Juan Munoz come over to us, and I guess he got word that we had commented on the fact that he had only missed 2 free throws.
I'm out of the boat,
We
man.
both were talking evenly about it.
We both We both didn't. You're the one who said he had only missed 2 all year, 31 out of the 33.
I mean,
and I said, yeah, he's a real good free throw shooter. And then he misses.
And then he missed. It's just his third miss from the free throw line this year.
Somebody texted him during
94%.
halftime.
But I've known you, Artie Wilson, my entire life.
Hey.
And here comes Juan Munoz and said, "Hey, did one of you say something about my free throw shooting?"
And I jumped out the boat.
And you rolled the bus over me
I
as
jumped
fast
out of the
as
boat.
anybody could have.
Yeah, I jumped out of the boat. It's that way. We're losing, man. We're losing. I'm part of Juan right now. We're losing.
I mean, unreal.
No, the reality is, what you and I say have nothing to do with him making or missing a free throw.
Oh, you didn't tell him that in the moment.
Well, come over here, Juan. Let me tell you right now.
Second half underway. Hawaii going with the same starting 5 that began the game, including Tom Beatty making his first career start. Gets his own miss.
He short-armed that lead.
Da Silva over Yapula. And Hawaii fighting for the loose basketball. Cal Poly comes out of there with it, but did Quentin Jones step on the baseline? It is going to be Hawaii basketball. So they get 20 seconds put back on the shot clock. McCoy going to the jump hook. You like that one, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I like anything going to the basket because the Rainbow Warriors need to score in the paint going to the basket. I like what that was, what happened just then.
Hawaii scores first here out of the halftime. Largest lead in that first half for the Bows was 8. Left corner 3 does not go out of the palm of Aaron Price. Here comes Munoz the other way. Goes up with the left. That one may have been partially blocked by Yapula, and Munoz down on the floor underneath the basket. We hope he's okay. He is gingerly making his way back up the court. Meanwhile, open look for Hyder in the corner. That doesn't go. And of course, with the injury history of Juan Munoz, definitely keep a close eye on how his body is operating after that last take, but he waves off the coaches saying that he's okay.
Yeah, well, you can see him, he's a little gimpy.
Looks like he's favoring it a little bit. Meanwhile, Coleman turns it over. Here's Hyder in transition. And Price is fouled in the paint.
Foul number 4, Noel Coleman, his first personal foul, first team foul.
Coleman's going to pick this one up. And Price will shoot free throws. Meanwhile, Javon McClanahan getting ready to check in. And again, there's some communication between Juan Munoz and the bench. He seems to be telling them, hey, look, I'm okay. You don't need to bring anybody in.
Let me walk this off.
Aaron Price Jr. out of Liberty High School in Las Vegas, 6'8" sophomore. Played 3 games as a freshman last year. Won the 5A state title at Liberty, which is actually located more specifically in Henderson, Nevada. But they ended Bishop Gorman's 9-year title run. Certainly one of the highlights for Price in his prep career, but he goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
And when you've had trouble winning, missing free throws adds to that problem.
Here's Coleman for 3.
Really nice look by Noel Coleman, no hesitation.
Hit 5 of those the other night against UCSB in the losing effort. Timeout Mustangs. Hawaii has built out a 31-23 advantage, matching their largest lead of the game. Will be the first one, 6:30 p.m. right here on Spectrum Sports. Meanwhile, how about the 4th-ranked Rainbow Wahine water polo team with the 18-3 win over Azusa Pacific? And then they back that up with a 9-5 victory over Fresno State. This is their home tournament opener, and the Rainbow Warrior tennis team losing in that first one against the Aggies, but able to get win number 1 against UC Riverside. Showing love to all of the programs across the lower campus.
You have to give love to all the athletes up here.
Sanders off balance, and he walked with it. Again, we are seeing some good individual defense from the Bows in those situations. They're keeping themselves attached to the offensive player, and they have forced a couple of those kinds of calls. Now McCoy squaring up with Sanders. Gonna try to take him off the dribble. And it's going to be a foul down on the deck. An aggressive move there by McCoy. You actually could see a little bit of that lead arm trying to clear some space, but it's Sanders picking up the foul.
And John Smith is saying, hey, it's happening on the other end. You're not making that call.
Seconds to shoot. Coleman backs behind the line, doesn't go. And a foul on Yakula on the rebound. Tuka Yakula, heck of a story. He didn't play last year, was basically out of basketball because he graduated, got a job in the workforce. Ended up kind of missing hoops. He earned his degree in construction management. Talked to John Smith, said, hey, look, I kind of miss it. I still have my COVID year of eligibility. Do you think I can jump back in the mix? They had a spot on the roster open. John Smith said, welcome back.
I don't blame him.
Now pursuing his master's in business analytics. And here he is getting the touch underneath and gets denied by De Silva. Lead pass, it's Beatty. Lays it in.
Good assist by Javon McClanahan. Nice run out by Tom Beatty.
Largest lead for Hawaii at 10.
This is a critical time for Cal Poly.
And a foul on Yakula, setting the screen on Noel Coleman. So Yakula picking up a couple of cheap fouls here in the last stretch. And that's his third personal. If you take a look at the defense by Bernardo.
Good defense by Bernardo that time. And then nice look ahead by Javon McClanahan to Tom Beatty. And Beatty catches it and finishes it. This is a critical time in the ballgame for Cal Poly.
Silva getting a breather. Harry Ruliadef on the floor. Cal Poly yet to score here in this second half. Coleman pumps the defender by, mid-ranger, good.
How about that? How about that? A nice mid-range jump shot by Noel Coleman.
Coleman had 19 the other night against UCSB. He's got 7 in this one. Sanders lays it in, and finally the Mustangs off the schneid here in half number 2.
Show your hands! Show your hands! Understand! 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 Understand!
McCoy lost it, got it back. Coleman with the right hand left it short. Ruliadef had his hands on the rebound but couldn't possess it. And it goes out of bounds. That gets us to immediate timeout. Hawaii has built a 10-point advantage here in half number 2. West standings, you have UC Irvine and UC San Diego, the front runners. Remember, UC San Diego still not eligible in the final year of their transition to Division I, still not eligible for the postseason. But they just took down UC Davis on the road 92-59 earlier today. Bryce Pope dropped 29 in that one. You look at the bottom of the stack, that's where Hawaii and Cal Poly are toiling at the moment. The top 8 in the standings qualify for the Big West tournament. It's a little bit of a help for those teams near the bottom with UC San Diego still not eligible. But that's what makes this game. You start to do some of that math, right? You look at the layout of the remaining schedule, and hey, look, there's a lot of time for this team to turn a corner and start winning some games against the upper echelon squads. But this is as close to a must-win, I think, that you can have this deep
no question
into
about
conference play.
No question about it, buddy.
And we're going to have a foul after the miss by Kobe Sanders.
Foul number 14, Harry Ruliadev. His third.
Ruliadev's going to pick up his third. But how about UC San Diego?
That's an impressive win.
Inbound goes to Joel Armatrading. He ran into some early foul trouble. We didn't see much of him in that first half. John Smith calls him a freak athlete. Open look from the corner. And we're going to have a whistle as the shot was missed by Quentin Jones.
Foul number 14, Harry Ruliadev.
And that's Ruliadev picking up his fourth foul.
Well, he's going in, and they've talked with him about being more of a physical presence, but that doesn't mean go in and just flail. Watch him now. He goes and he just tries to find his man and just runs over.
Remember, Hawaii, one big body short. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about the freak athlete Joel Armatrading is described as, and we saw it right there, a 42-inch vertical. He's only been playing basketball for a handful of years. He hails from London, England. Look at this.
That's scary. Oh yeah, he needs, I mean, I don't know what they call that play, but I'd run it 2 or 3 times. My.
Wow. He is the team's leading shot blocker, you can imagine. Then he finds himself sitting on the basketball as he and Beatty tripped over each other, and Beatty wrestles it away. Beatty all the way to the hoop, and a foul is called. Crowd applauding the effort of Tom Beatty. Kobe Sanders picks up the foul, and that's his third. So that's a big one as well, with still 14-13 left to play. And Sanders walking a little gingerly as well.
Well, Tom Beatty had a little hip check there and forced the man to be on the ball, sitting on the ball. And then
Didn't see much contact there on that particular call, but Beatty does knock down the first free throw. It was getting to the point that with Ruliadev picking up his fourth foul, Bernardo da Silva back into the game. Hawaii one big body short in the front court, with Morsek having suffered a torn left ACL earlier in the week in practice. And so all the more important for Ruliadev and Bernardo to try to avoid foul trouble, as Jovan almost able to pull off the picked pocket. Jones, pull up from the elbow. That was nice.
that was nice.
Little crossover move to shake the defender.
Yeah, unbalanced. Who was defending on that? Was that Rapp?
That was Ryan Rapp. Quentin Jones averaging 9 a game. Coleman pulls up, and he got fouled by Justin Page.
Watch this now. He broke his ankles a little bit here. Whoa.
Yeah, Jones got off to a hot start this season, but John Smith telling us opposing coaches have kind of figured out how to defend him a little bit more effectively. He's just a freshman out of Marion Catholic High School in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Dad Quincy was a college hooper at Omaha. And now Hayden Jory getting some time. He is a walk-on in his third year with the program. He actually works in the Cal Poly equipment room and serves as one of the managers for the Cal Poly football team.
Coach Smith is going deep.
Jory playing in his 16th game. He actually has a start on his ledger as well. Price gets it to Prukop, misses the elbow J. Bernardo spinning baseline on arbitrating. He draws the foul.
It's the third personal foul. 16 foul.
So Bernardo da Silva going to the free throw line. 51% free throw shooter. However, a 66% field goal shooter, at least in Big West Conference play.
Well, he's going to be fouled a lot in games going forward. When guys think that that he has an easy bucket, they're going to hack him and make him end up going to the free throw line if he continues to shoot a 50-55% average.
So not a hack-a-Shaq, but a hack-a-Bernardo?
Hack-a-Silva.
Well, I guess the second one to go. The thing about it is he's got a nice
great
release.
stroke, yeah.
The form looks sound. It's a bit head-scratching why he hasn't been able to put up more consistent free throw shooting numbers. Jones going right into Bernardo, up, in, and one. Some explosion there from Quentin Jones.
That was nice. He's a good-looking freshman.
Ball number 5, Bernardo da Silva, 6 first, 4th team foul.
This is a Cal Poly team that has some pieces, but again, injury has really hurt them. They have another combo guard, Logan McLaughlin, who blew his knee out prior to the season. He would be a guy that would certainly, according to John Smith, not just be playing a lot, but be scoring a lot. The pull up there by Jory off the mark. Coleman. Oh, too much traffic, but he got it back. And with that bucket, Noel Coleman, 11 points. And that puts him past Tom Henderson, alone at number 12 on the all-time UH career scoring list. 1,084 career points for Noel Coleman.
This is what year Noel's been here? How long? Is this year 3 or 4 for Coleman?
This is year 4 with the University of Hawaii.
Okay, well, Tom, remember, was 2 years. So let's just keep it in perspective. That's my teamate. That's my homie.
Nobody's taking shots at Tom
That's
here.
my homie, boy. Just make sure you understand that. Okay. There wasn't COVID back then.
I mean,
I just let you know, okay?
Feels like a slight overreaction on your part here.
I'm sensitive, aren't I?
Here's Coleman.
All right, no, I will give you love. You give you love.
And he is cooking with Chiave right now. He's got 14. Jory on the reverse doesn't go. Now Ryan Rapp streaking up the floor. Last second kicks it to Coleman, but he's called for the charge.
That's not a fast break drill right there. A moment ago, Noel Coleman saying, Artie, take this. Okay, I got some love for you, Noel.
Number 4 is now number 55. Welcome back. Noel Coleman starting to bust out here. Coming off of a 19-point game in the loss against UCSB the other night. He's now got 14 on 5 of 11 shooting here tonight.
It was nice to see him being aggressive offensively and knocking down some shots. He's got to continue to be aggressive. He's got to want to score. He's got to take it. And sometimes out of offensive sets, he's still got to make plays for the Rainbow Warriors to have success.
Hawaii up 45-33. They have held Cal Poly to this point to just those 33 points, and they have scored 19 off of 11 Mustang turnovers. Cal Poly has 0 points off the turnovers. Hawaii has given it away 5 times.
But giving it away only 5 times and not having to pay for that turnover, that's huge. So the Rainbow Warriors, even if they've turned it over, they've gotten back defensively and made it difficult on Cal Poly, or Cal Poly is just struggling on the offensive end to knock down shots.
The Bows by a dozen. Kobe Sanders hopping and skipping and jumping his way down the lane, and he will earn a trip to the free throw line. We're seeing a few more fouls here coming in this second half, as De Silva will pick that one up. That's his second. So Kobe Sanders to the line to shoot 2. He's an 88% free throw shooter. In his 4th year with the Mustangs program, has taken quite a leap here in terms of his numbers in this season. Averaged 7 points a game with 20 starts a year ago. But his story is interesting as well. Out of San Diego, California, in Christian High School, where he was a 1,000-point scorer. He grew 6 inches in a year and a half prior to getting to Cal Poly. He now stands at 6'8", and that makes him quite a matchup problem in the Big West Conference. And he hits both. And now you see the trap there in the corner on McClanahan. Seven seconds to shoot. Jacobs launches. That goes hard off the heel. And the rebound tugged down by Prukop. Step back Sanders. Tough shot. Offensive board though for Price. And a whistle against Hawaii. Jacobs going to pick this one up. John Smith getting his Mustangs to continue to fight even though they're down 10 here with 10-10 left. They're starting to make some hustle plays here or there and have a chance now here with they being in the bonus to cut this back to single digits.
Shooting 1 and 1.
Big free throws here.
Kobe Sanders, who has a 33-point game on his ledger. That came earlier against CSUN back on December 28th, but he misses the front end, an 88% free throw shooter. Missing out on a key opportunity. Oh, and Coleman bounces it off of his foot and then turns it over. And he has put together some highlights here in the second half, but that was not one of them.
Yeah, that was not one of them.
Just the 6th turnover for Hawaii. And at least in that case, it's a dead ball turnover, which is a little different, right?
Yeah, still a turnover.
Sanders. Oh, he's trying to take over. Misses the bunny. Yakula's follow doesn't go, but we got another whistle. Well, we are seeing Kobe Sanders trying to assert himself now.
He is. I'm surprised that there was not a call on that initial move when he went up for the shot. Watch it now. There's a foul there. Then I thought Bernardo got him.
Shooting 2 shots.
He missed the point-blank lay-in. Bernardo, meanwhile, picks up his 3rd foul, and Yakula splashes the free throw. He is just a 48% free throw shooter. And now Juan Munoz back into the game for Jovan.
No, we haven't seen Matthew Cotton in this game.
Missed free throw rebounded by De Silva, and then Prukop. A little too close for comfort, according to the official. It's his 2nd foul. And that is team foul number 7 for Cal Poly, so it sends Bernardo to the line.
You know, not a bad foul, probably. I mean, Bernardo needs to make them pay. If teams start to do the Haka Silva or Haka Bernardo, the only way you make them stop doing that is you go to the line and knock them down. So Bernardo, here's an opportunity. First of two, maybe.
1-1, misses the front end. So he's now 3 of 9 from the line here tonight. He was 3 of 9 2 nights ago.
That little freshman's good.
That was nice by Quentin Jones.
Yeah, he's good. He's very good.
And it has been cut down to a 7-point differential. The crowd sitting a bit uncomfortably, you can feel, right?
Well, both of these teams are trying to find a way to get a win.
Yakola picking up a cheapie. That's his 4th.
Now, Yakola needs to understand you don't foul Noel Coleman. This is special. That young freshman, nice.
So Noel Coleman will try to break another scoreless streak for Hawaii that has lasted over 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's the 4th such scoring drought here in this game. Noel can do it from the line, that's for sure. 80% clip on the season.
Yeah, that's Rainbow Warriors are being consistent with those droughts.
But foul trouble for the bigs here for Cal Poly. Yakola sits with the 4 fouls. They bring Joel Armatrading back in. He's got 3 fouls. And they don't have much more in the way of available big bodies.
Big possession for Poly and a big defensive stance needed by the Rainbow Warriors.
10 seconds on the shot clock. And it was lost out of bounds, but last touch by Hawaii. So now 9 seconds for Cal Poly to try to do something here.
And Poly's going to have to get the ball into Jones's hands or Sanders for sure.
Well, it is Sanders. Hard hedge by Ruliadep, and they're going to call the foul. Sanders did what he could to sell it for sure. Harry, meanwhile, picks up his 5th foul, and he is fouled for the night.
Harry didn't need to go out there and hedge that high. I mean, what's the point? 9 seconds to go, you don't have to go and do that.
And so this is interesting here, as opposed to Bernardo da Silva re-entering the game. Aran Ganat going with Akira Jacobs, who will add some of his length to this lineup, and he will effectively play that big man position here for Hawaii.
Both of these coaches have been barking at the officials, and both have been close to getting tipped.
This is a 1-1 here for Sanders, and he gets the first, earns himself another. Mustangs not exactly going away.
No, they're not. They're staying close, and it's a little frightening when you allow a team to hang this close when both teams have been struggling for wins.
Well, and then you look at what Hawaii has also struggled in close games.
It's finishing.
Some of the execution down the stretch, high leverage, high pressure situations. So that starts to potentially introduce itself as we hit the 8.5-minute mark. 7-point lead for Hawaii. Here's one. The pull-up from the elbow, high archer, off glass. I don't know if he called it, but it counts as 2.
He'll take it. And he's laughing about it. Yeah, okay, Juan, I believe you.
7 points for Munoz. Armatrading with it. Under 10 on the clock.
I would throw a lob to him.
It's Sanders, 4 seconds to try to do something. Fadeaway shot. That one doesn't go. Munoz outpaces everyone to the loose basketball. Beatty to a cutting Jacobs. Layup good.
Nice move by Akira. Good look by Tom Beatty.
Couple of freshmen hooking up there for the deuce, and Hawaii back up by double figures. And we'll have a whistle underneath.
And Tom Beatty's going to be called for just putting a saddle on Sanders.
That means we're going to have free throws on the other side of this timeout. Munoz, did he call it? It doesn't matter. Late Saturday, bank was open. And then how about the freshman connection? Tom. A couple of strong drives to the hoop here in this last stretch. 7:17 left to play in this game. Hawaii by 11, Artie.
Yeah, Jones is going to be a good-looking player for Coach Smith going forward. 11-point ball game. Rainbow Warriors have really established control of this game, but they've got to finish it now. It's 7:17 to go. There's still a lot of time to be played. If you're Cal Poly, you don't have to panic out and stress out, but you also need to make some stops against the Rainbow Warriors.
Hawaii shooting 57% here in this second half. Overall, they're 22% from outside the three-point line, 4 of 18. Meanwhile, Cal Poly just 35% from the floor here since the intermission. But it is Kobe Sanders to the line. Hawaii beyond the 10-foul limit, so 2-shot bonus now for the Mustangs. Sanders has 15 to go along with 7 boards and 2 assists. And he rattles that one home. And now Jared Hyder getting ready to check back in for John Smith's crew. And that one twirls in. It did a dance. But that cuts it down to 9. And they're actually going to pull Sanders off the floor for a moment, give him a quick breather.
Probably 30 seconds. Long enough to sit down, take a deep breath, and then come back in.
Cal Poly sitting in a trapping zone. Look at 3 black shirts around Juan Munoz.
Well, this is effective. This is creating problems for the Rainbow Warriors.
Munoz, long 3. And the rebound off to Quentin Jones.
It did what it was supposed to do. Hawaii didn't appear to have a plan against that on that possession. Now, if they go to it another time, hopefully Hawaii runs something.
Here's Jones, always slips. Coleman on the run. He's got some mates with him. Leaves it for McCoy. In and one. And more points off of Cal Poly turnovers. Hawaii now with the advantage in that category, 21-3. And they could add to it here with this free throw for Justin McCoy. And it's good. McCoy's got 9. Hawaii by a dozen. Back on the floor. You said it, Artie. That was a quick breather.
Yeah, and his legs are, you can tell he's tired.
And the hard bounce of the basketball.
Yeah, but that's nothing. That was, I mean, the crowd is reacting. Not a big deal. He's bouncing it by himself that he didn't get the steal. The officials wouldn't respond to that. Come on, folks. I know we haven't won in a while, but relax a little. Come on now.
Nice pass, Munoz to McCoy.
Great look by Juan.
The former high school teammates showing off some of that chemistry. Sanders, little inside-out dribble. Got the defender up. Bucket doesn't go, but he'll again go to the free throw line.
Great pick and roll there. Juan looks, delivers the pass. McCoy does not hesitate, does not take a moment, he just catches it and finishes.
They were teammates at Panther Creek High School in North Carolina, Munoz and McCoy.
That's a long time ago, right?
It's been a minute, yeah. You're talking about McCoy, who previously played at Virginia and North Carolina. You're talking about Juan Munoz, who's in his 8th season of college
Juan
basketball.
must have been a senior when McCoy was a freshman, huh?
I think they were in different years, yeah. But they still feel each other. You can see it on
no
the
question.
floor.
They're from North Carolina. It's a North Carolina thing.
Kobe Sanders, 18 points right at his season average. And now Bernardo checking back in.
Akira wanted to get 5 from Bernardo. Bernardo wasn't giving up a pound. Took him a while to get back to it.
Here's that trapping zone look again, Artie. Munoz looks up at the clock. Down to 11. That pass, oh, what a catch by Da Silva. Got it to go and one. And now he has all kinds of high fives for everybody after that play. And that's going to go against Joel Armatrading. That is his 4th.
That's a great catch by Bernardo.
That was.
That's a great pitch. Now, what a bad pass, but you have to have great hands. And if you're John Smith, you're sitting there going, how do you let a guy catch the ball between 2 of you?
This is the free throw, however. 5.7 rebounds for Bernardo. Jones lost it along the baseline, and then McCoy lost it out of bounds. 5:07 to go. Hawaii with its largest lead here of the night. 58-44. The advantage here for the Bows. We're going to have a foul before the inbound. It's going to go against Tom Beatty. And guess who's going to the free throw line, Artie?
Yes, I bet his last name is Sanders.
He will be attempting his 10th and 11th free throws of the game. And Tom Beatty, meanwhile, picks up his 4th personal foul.
Tom Beatty is aggressive, he's confident, and he's young.
Making his first career start, and you're right, didn't seem to in any way be shy under the circumstances.
No, not at all. I think he has a lot of confidence in himself.
This guy has some confidence at the free throw line. This has been Cal Poly's exclusive offense here as of late. No field goals in over 4 minutes, but they've gotten a bunch of points at the free throw line, particularly from Kobe Sanders, and now the Mustangs are going to call a timeout. So that's going to leave John Smith's team with just one timeout remaining here, 5:07 still to go. Hawaii, meanwhile, still with 3 on its side. It's been an interesting game, right? You have Hawaii with the significant advantage in points off of turnovers. They've been out-rebounded, however, by Cal Poly. And it's another night where Hawaii hasn't shot particularly well from outside the three-point line, but defensively, they have held the Mustangs to 38% from the field. And again, forcing those 12 turnovers that has really led to some offense for the Rainbow Warriors.
Cal Poly has struggled offensively, and you take Sanders and his production off the floor, and then you don't have a lot of production. Jones has gotten 6 points, but that's not been much help for him. John Smith is, he talked about it with us earlier this week before the game, and he understands that he's got some needs offensively for guys to step up. And the one thing about this team, they're continuing to play.
Yeah.
They don't quit. They're playing for him. They're playing hard. And you have to be happy for that.
We saw the advantage for Hawaii points in the paint. That was definitely an area where they found themselves insufficient against UC Santa Barbara. Now a foul after things got a little hairy for Hawaii in the backcourt against that Cal Poly pressure. It's going to be Prukop picking it up, and that's his fourth.
Yeah, they're putting, for the Rainbow Warriors, you don't want to put Noel Coleman or Juan Munoz on the line because they're pretty good free throw shooters.
We've mentioned that for Juan already tonight, right?
You don't have to mention the actual numbers. Okay? That's where you get in trouble.
See, I thought you said it didn't matter.
No, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But if you believe it matters, it matters.
Well, probably get a couple of death stares from Juan Munoz.
Yeah, I mean, for him to come over at halftime, I'm still worried about it. Does he have his phone in his sock? Did he get a check somewhere? My goodness, Juan.
Cal Poly, 11 of their 23 second-half points have come from the free throw line. Sanders, that's a good extra pass. Prukop for three, no. Sanders, the offensive board, follow too strong. And Bernardo able to reach down and pick up the loose basketball. Ahead it goes to Munoz, three up. Off the heel, no. Coleman, the long rebound.
Did you see Coleman? He didn't even go in to get the rebound. He backed up in the three-point area to let the ball come to him.
Jovan on the drive, off the glass and in. Well, this was the five that started the game the other night, Artie.
I like this five.
It's also a five that seemed to be pretty effective on the road against UC San Diego as Sanders misses wide side and McClanahan trying to maintain the dribble. He trips over one of the Cal Poly defenders, and that's going to be a Mustang foul. Hawaii has opened up now a 16-point edge, and Jovan effective on the drive. Here, 62-46, largest lead of the game for the Bows with 3:56 left to play. And this Hawaii defense helping to tighten the screws on what would be a much-needed victory for Hawaii. It would snap a three-game losing streak. It would earn them their third Big West win. But they have held Cal Poly without a field goal for 5.5 minutes here of game time.
Yeah, they've done a nice job defensively, and Poly has struggled this season scoring the basketball. And take Sanders' production away, and it's really been a struggle.
And here is McClanahan coming off the bench here tonight. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. The 2 assists now give him 341 for his career. He is in 10th place on the Hawaii career assist list. Now 2 behind Mark Campbell, former Hawaii point guard, who is in 9th place. And how about that story? Mark Campbell, who's now the women's basketball head coach at TCU. They have suffered so many injuries that they were forced to forfeit back-to-back league games.
Yeah.
And they had to hold open tryouts. And so they actually added a member of the TCU volleyball team, as well as a couple of players who were former high school ballers. And with that added collection, their next game, they pulled off a win against UCF.
How about Mark Campbell?
Pull up 3 by Hyder off the mark, and we'll have a whistle down on the deck. It's going to be against De Silva, I think. It's going to be his 4th.
Bernardo in the second half had 0 fouls. And he's getting his full allotment in one half.
We already have Harry Ruliadef, who has fouled out of this game. And so still 3:44 left. Don't want to call this a foregone conclusion just yet. And both free throws good for Aaron Price.
Nice looking free throws.
And here's a takeaway by Cal Poly. Bounce pass underneath. Sanders goes up and in and one.
Wow.
And so just like that, we got Cal Poly with back-to-back opportunities. Flanahan, the one who picks up this foul. That was the first field goal in forever for Cal Poly, and it's Kobe Sanders.
And Hawaii needs to recognize that if this free throw is made, they're going to press again.
And so the lead is down to 13. Timeout taken by Iran Donat. Hawaii will have 2 left. Cal Poly with 1 still in its pocket. Hawaii with 12 assists on their 22 made field goals. That was a pretty catch and shoot there by Juan Munoz in the corner.
Wrap to Harry. BB to Noel. Good look ahead by Javon. And then the freshman to freshman.
Well, you're getting a little bit of production off the bench as well. 17 bench points.
That was the most difficult pass, but it was the most spectacular too. Now Hawaii's got to handle this full court pressure.
McCoy, who can run the baseline after the make. Coleman being harassed in the backcourt. Sends it ahead, and another great catch by Bernardo.
Yeah, but they're going to foul Bernardo and put him on the line.
Aaron Price is going to commit that foul. That's his 3rd, but I'm wondering if Timmy Chang is somewhere watching, going, hey, maybe a little timing pattern to the corner?
No, I don't
with
think
the Bernardo da Silva? Did you see the hands, Artie?
I see the hands, but I also don't think Bernardo's going across the middle or going to the corner.
I'm talking about a fade. Fade to the corner.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see if he can make this second free throw, and then we can talk about that fade.
Now 4 of 11 from the line.
All right, Bernardo, here it is. Come on, big guy.
Gets them both.
There you go.
Lead back to 15 here for Hawaii. Sanders, he's got 24 points, make it 27. And Cal Poly calling its last time out here, Artie, with still 3:14 left. I guess they're thinking, hey, look, we just got to put everything into the middle of the table right now.
All they're going to do is set up a trap. All they need to do is talk about that, just to get back in it. That should have been an automatic understanding that you're going to go and, after a made bucket, you're going to try and trap it again.
And so now you start to wonder, if they don't get a steal in the backcourt, do they start to consider, with 3:14 left, talking about what you were mentioning earlier? Do you think about fouling Bernardo da Silva, maybe forcing him to go to the free throw line, although he did hit both of his free throws on his last trip?
Yeah, I would do that. I mean, no disrespect to Bernardo, but he's got to go to the line and prove that people shouldn't consider that tactic. Of all the guys on the floor for Hawaii right now, he would be the one guy you would want to put on the line. You wouldn't want to put Noel or Juan or McCoy, and they're getting Bernardo out of there.
Oh, and that one goes out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul?
No, I think they're just going to call, oh no, they are calling the foul.
Quentin Jones picking up the foul. That came awfully late there after the ball went out of bounds. And so this looked pretty scary for a moment, but probably the right call. But I think because there was a delay in the whistle, everyone was thinking, oh boy, that's going to be Cal Poly basketball. Instead, it's 2 free throws here for Noel.
Well, there's still a lot of time. I mean, it's 3:13 to go in this ball game, and if Hawaii can hit free throws, the game is over. Having Noel Coleman at the line is generally a positive.
positive there. Hawaii up 68-54. 18 points for Coleman. Pull up there by Jones, falls short. And it's going to be Hawaii basketball as Price was ruled out of bounds. Now Price looking to be in some discomfort. And so that's going to bring Joel Armatrading back into the game.
Into the Mustangs, number 21, Joel.
John Smith thinking we can ill afford to lose anybody else to injury here.
And Hawaii once again will run Bernardo da Silva away from the ball.
And it's going to be a 5-second violation. Justin McCoy looking flabbergasted.
That was pretty quick 5 right there.
Aron looking back to the bench.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sanders off balance, got the bounce and one, and he is a free throw away from dropping a 30-burger.
Sanders has been a baller. Got the body contact and soft shot goes in. Rainbow Warriors are making this much more difficult than it has to be. Winning is tough when you haven't been winning.
Oh, Kobe missing the free throw, however. So Cal Poly trying to get into that pressure look. But what you able to break it and get it to the front court. Here's Coleman on the drive. To Munoz, 3 up. Off the heel, doesn't go. That was about as good a look for Juan Munoz as you could ask for. The pass, arbitrating off the feed from Hyder.
Nobody wants to take it out for Hawaii.
2:27. It's a 10-point difference. The odds obviously heavily in Hawaii's favor here, and yet the nervousness in the building is palpable.
Well, I'm kind of surprised the Rainbow Warriors have not handled making good decisions with the press and breaking the press, coming down, taking a little time. They're ahead. They don't have to be in a hurry. And I'm not saying you freeze the ball, but you need to move the ball around. This is when you make those passes around the perimeter because ultimately Poly's going to commit fouls.
Well, and we've talked about this lineup where you have McClanahan and Munoz on the floor, a couple of guys who have played point guard here this season. Noel Coleman, a guy who has at times throughout his career also been relied upon to be the primary ball handler. So you would feel pretty comfortable just by virtue of the lineup that you'd be able to break whatever extended pressure is put out against you.
This trap has been effective. Now, see, I run up and foul Bernardo.
Armatrading is back there. He already has 4 fouls, so I don't think he's able to commit it. And he has to wait for his teammate Quentin Jones to come back there and commit the foul. So that's his 3rd, and yes, it is Haka Bernardo that is being utilized right now.
Yeah, and this is the time as a player you want to be to the line and say, you want to foul me? I'll make you pay. Now this is a big one right here because if he misses this one.
He gets it. And that one looked perfect.
Yeah.
Both teams in the double bonus. Crew Cop for 3. Off glass!
He called it. He called it.
Are you for real?
The bank is open. The bank is open.
It's down to 8. Inbound goes to Bernardo. Foul is committed, and Da Silva going to the free throw line.
Now, that's one of those halftime shot threes, you know, where you're winning a prize like Bernardo. Big time free throws right here. 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this game.
Goes long with that one. 2:04 left to play. Second one is good. The lead is 9. Hyder on the drive, got caught underneath, turns it over. Munoz cockroaching the pass, and he is fouled in the backcourt.
And Juan is comfortable in wanting to go to the free throw line.
And Sanders picking up his fourth. Jared Hyder that time on the drive, maybe trying to do a little too much there. And this is a guy who has been bitten with injury. We mentioned missed 4 games with the sprained MCL. Did not play last year due to injury. He's riddled with injury in his 3 years at Cal. Spent his first 2 years of college at Fresno State. And he's walking a bit gingerly back to the bench.
Yeah,
That was something John Smith shared with us. He said, hey, look, I don't want any of my guys to be like threatening their careers here. We want to try to push them back onto the floor when they feel up to it or when they are cleared. But you hope that Hyder will not be worse for wear as Sanders misses the turnaround. The lead is 11. And McClanahan is fouled in the backcourt. And Armatrading commits it, which is going to be his 5th.
You know, winning is difficult when you haven't been winning. And both of these teams have struggled to win in conference. One with 2 wins in Hawaii and Poly with 0 wins. And you see how almost desperate the efforts are at the end of these games and how much they really want to win. So credit to both of these teams for competing hard now down the stretch. And the Rainbow Warriors are going to the line for the most part and doing a nice job of hitting free throws when it matters.
And Ron Ganat continues to talk about awaiting a breakthrough, feeling like we just need a breakthrough with some of our guys, with some of our overall play. They are on the verge of getting a win here, but would you describe this as a breakthrough? How do you summarize what we have seen? Is this a game that can be used as evidence that Hawaii has figured some things out or not?
No, I don't think so. I think this is just a win. This is a win that they desperately needed because they were playing a team that has not won. But it's much better to go to sleep at night. As you see Poly continuing the battle, it's an easier sleep at night when you do have a win than having a loss.
And goes into the front court. They don't foul him. He gets it off to McCoy. And McCoy is fouled. So you have McCoy, who's an 81% free throw shooter, who will go to the line. 10-point differential here. Now, a lot of the discussion as of late has been some of the lower offensive numbers for Hawaii in conference play. We mentioned over 10 points fewer scored per game in the Big West than in the non-conference slate. But here they are in this second half as McCoy looking to add to it. That's now 49 points for Hawaii after halftime. That's the most in a second half this season.
Yeah, so they've scored in a lot of these. Now remember, with these free throws in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, they've got a bunch of points just because Poly has put them on the line to make them earn it from the line, and they've done a nice job.
Brukop going to try another 3. Oh, he's feeling it. That's his 4th triple. He was only 9 of 18 from three-point land coming into this game. Now, it should also be stated that the 44 now points scored by Cal Poly in this second half are the most second half points scored by a Hawaii opponent this year.
So the question you asked me a moment ago, have they figured it out? Are you going to leave me hanging?
No? I thought it was a rhetorical question.
Oh, okay, yeah. The fact that the Rainbow Warriors are going to the line, knocking down these free throws is probably most important.
Sanders will try a three, and he'll knock it down. Kobe Sanders with 32 points, and it is not over yet. Still 43 seconds to play.
Hawaii calls a timeout.
This is wild.
It's hard to get a win right now for this team.
And so Eran Ganot using what is Hawaii's final timeout. And it comes down to free throws here. Cal Poly just somehow not going away. Just continuing to buzz in the ear of this Rainbow Warrior squad. And if Hawaii is going to end the losing streak, if they are going to get Big West win number 3, these Mustangs are going to make them earn it.
Yeah, they are. And you have to credit Cal Poly, his team, John Smith's team. They have not tasted victory in conference play, and they're still competing and showing that they desire and want it real bad. The Rainbow Warriors have come out and they're doing what they need to do in this second half, especially the guys hitting free throws. But if a team is watching the tape of this, they'll go, maybe this Hawaii team is a team that you can trap and you can pressure, because they don't seem like they are handling it as well, but they're taking care of the ball enough to get fouled. And then the guys who have gotten fouled, from Juan Munoz, Noel Coleman, McCoy, and Javon, have all knocked down free throws. The only one that struggled a bit has been Bernardo, but he's not your primary ball handler.
Yeah, in fact, just one missed free throw among all the players aside from Bernardo da Silva who have attempted free throws.
Yeah, so the guys have done the job at the line. Bernardo's out of the game now. Akira is brought in the game.
Well, I hope you didn't have any dinner resis tonight, partner. We've had 60 free throw attempts in this game.
No, I've got a queen at home that's got dinner ready for me. And that's a hopeful thought right there.
And Coleman gets fouled. That trap almost locked him in, but he'll shoot free throws.
Now, see, what they just did, they fouled Noel, and I would have waited one more opportunity to see if he threw a good pass or he turned it over with a bad pass before committing the foul. I think they probably rushed that. They had another second or two they could have watched and waited.
Yeah, you could actually see the reaction by Hayden Jory. He didn't want to commit the foul. I think that was a little bit of an over-exuberance exhibited there as he was trying to jar the ball loose. And now Tom Beatty checks into the game for Jacobs.
Yeah, Akira was in for offense. Now Beatty's in for defense.
Maybe looking to guard the perimeter more, as Cal Poly has sort of been resigned to just trying to chuck some threes here. And to their credit, they've hit a few. Kobe Sanders with the handoff. Prukop, the pull-up three got fouled. And he's going to shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, he is. And the amazing thing about that is you commit a foul like that and the clock is stopped.
All right there, caught a piece of the arm. Crowd looking at the replay overhead. It seemed pretty clear that McClanahan caught him on the shooting arm. Aiden Prukop has not attempted many free throws here this season.
Well, now, the way the Rainbows are lined up, you make 2 free throws, you throw that third one off the front of the rim because they don't have a bunch of size in there to rebound the basketball. If he makes the first 2, I would be looking at him winking, going, hey, throw it off the front of the rim and see if you can get it back.
Interesting.
2, so you have to think like you're coaching it right now. Here it is right here. Oh, now Hawaii brought in. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Hawaii's lined up. Okay. Now you just make the free throw. And then try and get a turnover.
And he makes all 3 easily. 7-point game.
Whew. It's hard to get a win.
The fact that we are here is amazing. Isaac Spears checking in. Sanders and Prukop, by the way, for Cal Poly, they have 55 of Cal Poly's 73 points.
Yeah. if they have one more player. And I think Jones is a guy who can get it done, but he's just fouling out of the ball game.
Yeah.
He's a young freshman. He's going to have a nice career at Poly. I think John Smith will work with him and bring him along.
And now John Smith going a little deeper into the bench. Jones, the second Mustang to foul out. Coleman free throw, good.
Well, Noel's got his 21st point. So it's nice to see Noel have back-to-back games.
Strong offensive homestand for Noel, right?
Yeah, nice to see that because they're going to have to take that on the road, and they've got a couple tough ones coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough road trip here in the week ahead. So what will be going to Cal State Fullerton and to UC Irvine. Krukop, he's open for three again, and it wedges between the rim and the glass.
And they keep the possession.
They go to the possession arrow, so it stays here. 19 seconds left, and even he has to laugh about it.
You know, it's hard to get a win, boy. Look at it.
That was his most wide open look, ironically. Sanders, driving baseline, tried to drop it off. It's poked out of bounds.
I'm surprised Sanders didn't just force the shot up at that point in time. That extra pass took too many seconds.
32 points for Kobe Sanders, 23 for Aiden Krukop. Inbound, Sanders trying to tap it to himself, loses it. McCoy almost turned it over, but Coleman chases it down, and a foul by Krukop. And now the crowd can rest easy, although they're a little upset that Krukop is extending the ending of this game.
Because there is somebody with dinner reservations.
They're thinking ahead of, okay, we got to drive out of the parking structure. We got to, you know.
I know my house, they serve late. Okay. It could be with a little cover on the top saying press microwave 30 express. You'll be okay, big guy.
So Coleman a chance to add to his total.
Nice to see Noel again have a big time breakout from an offensive standpoint.
By the way, the 23 points for Krukop, who just fouled out, by far a career high. Ahead it goes. Spears shot, rims out, and the rebound by McCoy, and this one is finally over, as is the losing skid for Hawaii.
Yeah, people are acting like we just won the NCAA championship right here.
It was hard-earned.
Yeah.
It wasn't always pretty. The two teams that entered the day at the bottom of the Big West stack. But after the dust clears, it is Hawaii winning 83-73 and improving to 3-6 in the conference. Cal Poly falling to 0-9.
Yes, nice win, nice to win. Food tastes better, showers are nicer, towels are softer, and you sleep much nicer with wins.
It was an all-around effort for Hawaii. Everybody that saw action on the floor got in the scoring column. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs.
Coach, first off, congratulations. That was a hard-fought win. You guys really had a battle tonight.
Yeah, league play for you, but yeah, I really thought our 15 minutes in the second half was about as well balanced as we've been. Offensively, defensively on the boards. You know, I'm sorry the last 3 or 4 minutes took an hour. Some things we got to work on. I thought guys did a good job knocking free throws late. We didn't defend the three very well late. We had some miscommunication, but happy for our guys to pull it out, and guys who are here supporting us really appreciate it. I'll say that all the time. Really thankful for our fans.
Yeah, I thought that second half you guys played pretty well offensively. How do you build off that now heading on the road?
Well, I think we now have a little more time to practice. We lost the key cog in Morsec, obviously, and didn't have much time to maneuver or navigate through that. So get him recharged, get some good practice to look at some different things. Obviously, you know, Justin at the 5 and different guards in there and different looks with what's happened. So But I'm happy for that. Look at them smiling. They've been working. They've been battling. And, hopefully this week of practice, we can look at some different things to continue to improve.
Enjoy it, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Kanoa.
Thanks a lot, Scott. 3,561 through the turnstile here on this Saturday night. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the game. Kobe Sanders with 32. A lot of that coming at the free throw line. Also a double-double for him with the 10 rebounds. 22 points, meanwhile, for Noel Coleman. And we actually have him in our stat line. The live stats has him for 23 points. So we'll give him the 23. 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from the land of 3. And 11 of 12 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds as well for Coleman. All right, Artie. Well, I don't think that this is going to allow everyone to leave the building thinking that some of the issues that have been confronted by this Hawaii team this year, some of the struggles are all fixed. However, a win is a win every way you look at it. So I'll give you the final word.
Well, yeah, it's a win, and they needed a win, and it's good to see them get a win. But this was against a team that had not won a game in conference, and they're still winless. They're going on the road this week. These 2 games on the road will be much more difficult, but at least you go on the road with a win under your belt, and it feels better. Practice will be easier. Everything happens and feels much better when you get wins. And a win, like you just said, is a win.
It took almost 2.5 hours to get this win, but in the end, Hawaii gets the dub, 83-73. And yeah, they can feel a little bit better here as they prepare for another road trip in the Big West Conference. Don't forget about the post-game show. The Corner Crew will wrap things up and talk about how things went down here tonight on this Saturday in Mānoa. But for now, for Artie Wilson, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Until next time, everybody, we bid you aloha from Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center.